There is an unseen force guiding your interactions. It's not what you think. It's not charisma. It's not good looks. It's not even status. It's something deeper. Something so intrinsic it's often overlooked. Right now, as you listen to this, you're missing the real reason why some people command genuine respect. They walk into a room and the air changes. They speak and people listen. It's not magic. It's a set of behaviors rooted in Stoic wisdom. In this video, you're going to uncover the 7 Stoic behaviors that women respect deeply, yet rarely voice. These are principles that are both timeless and powerful. They cut through superficiality and speak directly to the core of human nature. I want you to pause right now and comment, "Respect is earned, not given," below. Write it. Own it. Let every like on your comment remind you of this promise. But knowing these behaviors is the first step. To live them is the journey. And that's where the real transformation begins. Behavior 1, the silent strength protocol. Now here is where most people completely fall apart. They confuse noise with strength. They believe that being loud is the same as being strong. But let me tell you a story about Marcus Aurelius that shatters this illusion. Picture this. Marcus, the emperor of Rome, facing his troops on a chilly morning at the Danube River. The mood is tense. The enemy is near. Yet, Marcus does not shout commands or make grand speeches. Instead, he moves among his soldiers, listens to their concerns, and offers quiet words of encouragement. His calm presence, not his raised voice, inspires confidence and respect. This is the silent strength protocol. A protocol not built on loud words, but on solid character and quiet resilience. Marcus Aurelius famously said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." What you think, what you truly believe about yourself, radiates outward. It is not about how loudly you can speak, but how deeply you understand and control your own mind. Silent strength means listening more than you speak. It means considering others before rushing to judgment. Strength is not in the volume of your voice, but in the gravity of your presence. But here is the part nobody talks about. Silent strength requires discipline every day. When the world screams for attention, the true Stoic calms the storm within. Most people stop here. Do not be most people. Here is your action step. Tonight, before you sleep, take 5 minutes to reflect on how you showed strength today. Where did you hold your tongue? Where did you listen when others would speak? Write it down. Tomorrow, aim to double those moments. Become aware of silence as a tool, not just an absence of noise. If this is hitting different right now, do one thing for me. Hit that subscribe button. Not for me, for the version of you that needs this reminder next week. But knowing this alone is not enough, because there is something even more dangerous. Behavior 2, the unshakable calm. Now here is where most people completely fall apart. Picture Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king, amidst the chaos of war. He sits quietly, surrounded by generals delivering frantic reports of enemy movements. As the world around him crashes and clatters, Marcus remains steady. He takes a deep breath, absorbs the noise, and then speaks with calm precision. This is the unshakable calm that leaves others in awe. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it." In simple words, it's not the chaos that disturbs you. It's how you react to it. This lesson is vital. Calmness isn't about ignoring problems or pretending they don't exist. It's about handling them with a clear mind. When you master this, others will naturally respect you because you provide what the world lacks: stability. But here is the part nobody talks about. Unshakable calm is not a gift. It's a skill honed through practice. Now, your action step. When chaos strikes, pause. Count to 10. Breathe deeply. Visualize the problem as a storm outside your window. You are inside. safe and secure. Then decide your next move with a clear head. Most people stop here. Do not be most people. To truly embody unshakable calm, audit your reactions each day. Tonight, before you sleep, replay a moment where you felt off balance. What triggered you? How could you have responded with more calm? Write it down. Tomorrow, apply this insight when the storm brews again. Now that you understand this, let me show you the weapon that makes it stick. Behavior 3, the shield of integrity. Now here is where most people completely fall apart. In the battlefield of life, integrity is your strongest shield. It protects you from the chaos and self-doubt that can easily breach your defenses. Consider the story of Cato the Younger, a man who stood unwavering against corruption in the Roman Senate. Cato refused to compromise his values, even when threatened with political ruin. His enemies saw him as a thorn in their side, but secretly, they respected his unwavering integrity. He was a man whose actions matched his words, a man whose character was his fortress. Epictetus said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." This means if you live a life of true integrity, you may face isolation at times. People may not understand your choices. But keep this in mind. Integrity is not about pleasing everyone. It's about staying true to your values, no matter how hard the storm hits. Integrity is simple to understand, yet difficult to maintain. It means your words and actions align. It requires honesty, even when it's uncomfortable. And yes, it means sometimes standing alone. But integrity builds trust and respect. It's the bedrock of real relationships, both personal and professional. Here's a simple action to start strengthening your shield of integrity. Tonight, review your day. Identify one moment where your words didn't match your actions. Maybe you promised to do something but didn't follow through. Write it down. Decide how you can align your actions with your words tomorrow. And this is where it gets dangerous. When you choose integrity, you'll face tests. People will challenge your values. Society may tempt you to take shortcuts. Remember, the path of integrity is not the easiest, but it's the most rewarding. If this is hitting different right now, do one thing for me. Hit that subscribe button. Not for me. For the version of you that needs this reminder next week. Most people stop here. Do not be most people. Every time you face a choice, ask yourself, does this align with my values? Will this action make me proud of the person I am becoming? This question is your compass. Let it guide you, especially when the path is unclear. But knowing this alone is not enough, because there is something even more dangerous. Behavior 4, the 2 a.m. test of reliability. Now here is where most people completely fall apart. Picture this, it's 2 a.m. Your phone rings. On the other end is a friend, stranded and in need of help. It's inconvenient. You're tired. You have work in the morning. Yet, this is a moment that defines you. What do? This is the 2 a.m. test of reliability. It's a brutal measure of your character. Can people count on you when it truly matters? Or are you only reliable when it's easy? Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This quote strips away the noise. It calls you to action. Being reliable means showing up, no debates, no excuses. It's easy to talk about values when the sun is up and everything is smooth. The real test comes in those dark, inconvenient hours. Reliability is not about being a hero. It's about being consistent. Imagine an engineer building a bridge. That bridge must hold, no matter the weather or time of day. Your reliability should be just as steadfast. The true Stoics, like Seneca, understood this. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor. He teaches that reliability is about valuing what truly matters. Your commitment to others. Now pay attention. This is the real lesson. The 2 a.m. test is not just about emergencies. It's about your everyday reliability. Are you the person who meets deadlines at work? Do you keep your promises to others, no matter how small? Reliability is a practice. It builds trust. Trust is the currency of strong relationships. If this is hitting different right now, do one thing for me. Hit that subscribe button. Not for me, for the version of you that needs this reminder next week. Most people only pass this test when it benefits them. Do not be most people. Tonight, before you sleep, think of one person who relies on you. Ask yourself, have I been there for them? If not, what can I do tomorrow to show them they matter? This small act can change everything. It's your chance to prove you're not just a fair-weather friend. But knowing this alone is not enough, because there is something even more dangerous. Behavior 5, the gratitude compass. Now here is where most people completely fall apart. They overlook the simple yet powerful practice that can be the compass guiding them through life's chaos: gratitude. This is where we meet our next behavior, the gratitude compass. Picture this: Marcus Aurelius, the great Roman emperor, seated in his tent amidst the chaos of war. Yet, his heart and mind were calm. Why? Because he practiced gratitude even in the darkest times. He wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love." Gratitude was his compass. It gave him direction when everything else was uncertain. The lesson here is simple. Gratitude shifts your focus from lack to abundance. It helps you see what you have, not what you are missing. This is a game changer. When you focus on gratitude, you build resilience. You become unshaken by the storms life throws at you. Have you ever watched how some people navigate setbacks with grace? They face job losses, breakups, and disappointments, but remain unbroken. This isn't luck. It's gratitude in action. They don't dwell on what's gone wrong. Instead, they draw strength from what remains. But here is the part nobody talks about. Gratitude is not passive. It requires action. Every night, before you close your eyes, I want you to think of 3 things you are grateful for. Write them down. Feel their power. This simple practice rewires your brain. It builds a mindset that sees opportunity where others see failure. If this is hitting different right now, do one thing for me. Hit that subscribe button. Not for me, for the version of you that needs this reminder next week. The world respects those who are grounded, who can appreciate life even when it seems unforgiving. Tonight, make this promise to yourself. Embrace the gratitude compass. Let it guide you through the storms. You will find that it's not the situations that define you, but your response to them. But knowing this alone is not enough. Now that you understand this, let me show you the weapon that makes it stick. Behavior 6, the fortress of boundaries. This next part might make you uncomfortable. Good. Boundaries are a fortress. They are the walls that protect your values, time, and mental health. Yet most people crumble here, afraid to say no and desperate to please others. Think of Epictetus, a former slave who rose to become a respected Stoic teacher. He had nothing but his mind, yet his boundaries were unwavering. He once said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." This means true freedom comes from controlling yourself, not just your surroundings. Imagine this. A friend asks you to help with a project. You already have your own commitments, but you agree, fearing the loss of their friendship. This is the moment you let your guard down. You let someone else dictate your time. Why is this dangerous? Because every yes to others can be a no to yourself. When you lack boundaries, you lose control. Your life becomes a series of obligations set by others. But here is the part nobody talks about. Boundaries are not selfish. They are essential. They protect your priorities and your peace. Marcus Aurelius knew this well. Even as an emperor, he wrote, "Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself." Tolerance does not mean allowing others to overstep. It means being firm with your own values. Now pay attention. This is the real lesson. You need to build your fortress. Start with small acts. Tonight, think of one area in your life where you feel overextended. Decide on one boundary you will set. It could be as simple as scheduling personal time every day, or refusing to answer work emails after hours. If this is hitting different right now, do one thing for me. Hit that subscribe button. Not for me, for the version of you that needs this reminder next week. Remember, boundaries are your first line of defense. They keep your core interests safe and allow you to be strong for others when it truly matters. Most people stop here. Do not be most people. Strengthen your fortress. Hold that line, because once the walls are up, you will find real freedom inside. But knowing this alone is not enough, because there is something even more dangerous. Behavior 7, the Poison Deflector. This next part might make you uncomfortable. Good. Imagine this scenario. You're at work, and a colleague begins spreading rumors about you. It's like poison, spreading fast and unseen. In your mind, you replay every word. Your heart races. You feel your fists clench. You want to react, to defend yourself. But what if you had the power to deflect that poison entirely? Marcus Aurelius faced slander too. As a Roman emperor, he was criticized and misunderstood. Yet he wrote, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." This means you should not lower yourself to their level. Instead, rise above. Poison deflection is not about ignoring the problem. It's about choosing your response. When something toxic comes your way, you have a choice. You can let it infect your mind, or you can let it pass. Imagine a shield that deflects every lie, every insult, every criticism. But here is the part nobody talks about. Deflection requires strength. Not physical strength, but strength of mind. You must train yourself like a warrior. When someone throws negativity your way, pause. Take a breath. Let it flow past you without touching you. This is the essence of Stoic control. Now pay attention. This is the real lesson. To build this strength, you must practice daily. Start with small things. Each time someone cuts you off in traffic or makes a rude comment online, use these moments to train your mind. Imagine their words bouncing off you. Give them no power. And this is where it gets dangerous. If you let even a small insult seep into your heart, it can grow like a virus. Your mind can quickly become a battlefield of self-doubt. So be vigilant in defense. If this is hitting different right now, do one thing for me. Hit that subscribe button. Not for me, for the version of you that needs this reminder next week. Tonight, before you sleep, think of one recent moment that felt like poison. Write it down. Then write how you will deflect it next time. Keep this note where you can see it. Remember, the poison deflector is a skill, not a trait you are born with. You can build it, and with it, you will find a calmness that others will respect and admire. Now that you understand this, let me show you the weapon that makes it stick. Earlier, I told you there was a poison running through your veins. You put it there, but now, you've learned how to deflect it. This video has handed you tools forged in the fires of ancient wisdom. Tools to build a mind that is sharp, focused, and untouchable by life's chaos. The legacy of Stoicism is not just philosophy. It is action. It is a way of living that transforms weakness into strength, doubt into certainty, noise into silence. The best revenge is not to be like your enemy, Marcus Aurelius said. It means rising above. It means not letting the world pull you into its madness. You've been called to fight, not with swords or shields, but with your mind. To stand firm, even when the ground beneath you shakes. Deflect the poison. Stand vigilant. Embrace the calm power within you. Subscribe. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. And I will see you in the next one.